This business of making a video about cutting up a deer is a spur of the moment thing, and I was kind of surprised by the response. It's been pretty positive, and I want to finish it. I want to do that last part, and I also want to answer some questions. And I want to force myself to smile once in a while on this video. I didn't seem to do that on the last one because this is the work I do every day, and I enjoy it. But I'm a little nervous in front of the camera, and forgive me for that. But anyway, let's see, the first question I'd like to address is one that came up more often than others, was about tools. I try to keep it as simple as possible. The whole point of this video would be that it was something that someone could do at home. And I wasn't looking to make money, I was just looking to alleviate a problem that I see with people that hunt, is that they don't have a place to process their gear, and they don't have the instructions they need to do it themselves. So let's start with tools. I use something that you don't see every day in a butcher shop. You used to all the time. You see a butcher, he'd have a book in his hand. It was like a prosthesis. You had to have it in order to work, and it's not common anymore. But you can still buy them. They use them, and wholesale butchers use them a lot, and I find them kind of an invaluable tool. And the one that I use is the one, it's the size that I've used all my life. It's a 5.5-inch flat handle. It's a plastic handle. When I started in the business, they were all wood. And it's made by Barr Brothers. That's B-A-R-R. They're the ones that make the hooks that I've always used. And I don't know of others in this country. But anyway, 5.5-inch flat handle. If you don't have a butcher supply company nearby, you can get all of these tools through what used to be called Koch Corporation. Now it's owned by Bunzl, and their website would be at www.bunzl, that's bunzl.com, and go to them, and you can probably find whatever you want there. But it would be nice if you could just find a local supplier, because I'm a believer in that. And do your best on that, and if that fails, go to Bunzl. The other thing is knives. On that demonstration, I used just basically one knife. I used a 5.5-inch boning knife, and the one that I use is made by a company out of Germany, Giesser, and in honor of myself, I call it a geezer. All right, and the other knife I use I'll use for this today is just a 10-inch steak knife. And both of these knives are made by different companies, the same design. The common one that you see in most of the supermarkets that the meat cutters use is made by Victorinox out of Switzerland. I prefer these knives here, this brand. I like the steel a little bit better. It seems to hold up. And I might have mentioned in the video before, I like a smooth steel and treat it very gently. It doesn't sharpen your knives, but it keeps them that way. That's probably it on tools. I think I've covered it. And let's see, I'll go on and see what other questions there were that were important, that I felt were important for everyone. And that's another thing. I get these emails and comments, and I can't reply to them because I'm running a business and I'm just kind of a sole proprietor here. I don't have a lot of help, so I can't reply to most of these things, but I'm going to try to deal with it now. The next thing on the list will be this question of silver skin. I think it's something that came off of Food Network. Silver skin shows up on all kinds of cuts of meat. It's real prominent on this piece of bottom round. And I do remove it from a bottom round before I cut steaks, because it's just real